What's going on, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Y'all see what it is tonight, man. It's an open topic. We back up so y'all can see my shirt. Y'all are in the Houston area. Even if you're not, and you get caught up in a accident, if your car got totaled out and you can't go to work, call 346-800-HURT. And holler at my brother Anthony Maharib, man, and he'll take care of y'all, man. Hit the like button as y'all walk into the door. As you enter the room, hit that like button for your big brother, man. I'm very happy to be with y'all on this Friday night. I've kind of made it commonplace to do my lives on Friday, even though I do slip a few in every so often through the week, or just whenever the mood hits me. Whenever the mood hits me, then I'll slip one in, or if something takes precedent in my mind that I feel like I need to speak on, but I don't want to do it in a short 7, 8, 9 minute video, then I will go live randomly like that. Feel free, y'all feel free to drop y'all locations on the way in as well. But yeah, but y'all hit the like button as well when y'all come in. We just gotta get used to doing that. As soon as you walk in, bling like. Yeah, man. Glad to be hanging out with y'all, man. I'm checking y'all out as y'all come in. You can drop your locations. Let me know where y'all at, because y'all know me by now. I get energy when I see the different locations that y'all are chiming in from. I already see Florida, Denver, Buffalo, New York, Alabama. We already have spanned. We already have went north, south, east, and west. Just that quick. Alabama, Jimmy, the first one in the building. Lady Tonga coming in from Tennessee. Cleveland Daily Jr., Columbus, Ohio, East Houston. What's up, Jacory? I see you, brother. Phoenix, Arizona. Compton's in the house. Compton's in the house. Orange, Texas, Fruit City. Blanchard, Oklahoma. Corpus Christi. And shout out to everybody who is in Louisiana, man. Y'all, please, man, be safe out that way. The hurricane is coming directly toward y'all, basically straight on. So to all my people, all my family out in Louisiana and the other areas that will be affected, I understand that Mississippi and other states will get some of it too, but Louisiana is going to take that straight jab. Louisiana is going to take that straight jab from that hurricane. And if you're able to get out and haven't done so, if you're able to get out. I don't know what the evacuation situation is out there in Louisiana, but if you're able to get out, get out. I hear that New Orleans is going to get hit pretty direct, and we know how. For those of y'all who may be in other states and don't really understand how this thing is constructed, New Orleans is like a bowl. It's like a bowl, man. It's just they're very low. You know how some cities sit so many feet above sea level, like Denver, an example. It's called a mile high city for a reason, because there's so many feet elevated. New Orleans and those parts of Louisiana, they're low, and so the storm surge hits a little more extreme. And back when Katrina hit, which we're coming up close to that anniversary of Katrina, and it's not a happy anniversary, but when Katrina hit, the water just kind of set up in that bowl. Now, of course, there's evidence that points to the fact that they blew up those levees, that the hoods was cool, the city was cool until those levees blew, and then all that water rushed into and caused all that destruction. But we know even since Katrina last year, Louisiana got hit hard. Baton Rouge and different areas of Louisiana got hit hard by hurricanes and just torrential rains, and even the freeze that hit down here, they got caught up in that. So Louisiana been getting it. They've been getting it, but they've been giving it. See, God don't place his weather. God places his weather strategically, and he uses it as a weapon against those who oppress us. So this ain't no coincidence, man. New Jersey's in the building. Schaumburg, Illinois, Amarillo, Texas, Iraq. Iraq must make me think of all the other stuff that's going on in the Middle East. See, this, man, we gotta understand something, man. We in a trying time in the world, man. The world is in a bad state, and if we are walking around with blinders on, not recognizing all of the calamities, all of the pestilence, all of the war and this chaos that's going on in the world, if we can't see that, then we walking around with blinders on. We're not realizing how extreme the times are. I don't know what we're looking at. If we still paying more attention to, it's getting ready to be football season, we're still paying more attention to um, reality shows and chasing celebrities and things of that nature, but we're not focusing on what's going on in the world and the things that are trickling down right in front of us, then we walking around with blinders on. Y'all hit that like button for your big brother, man. Aaron, you not late, you right on time. We just getting started, man. I ain't been in here but 6 or 7 minutes. You're not late at all. You right on time. New Jersey's in the building. Yeah. We're going to get right into it, man, because this is an open topic. So y'all feel free to hit me with any questions y'all might want to hit me with. And if I'm able to answer those questions, I will absolutely do so. If I'm not able to answer the question, then I will simply say, I don't know. Because it's only a foolish man tries to act like he knows everything just to make it seem like he knows everything. Well, yeah, see what it is, man. Hey, man, if I don't know, I don't know. AB says, do you think they can manipulate the storms? Well, you know, for years we've been hearing about HARP, and HARP is just this governmental device that they came up with in order to manipulate weather and create certain weather patterns. But what we got to understand is that everything that we see is not, and as it relates to weather, is not government controlled. We have to factor in God's place in this weather because he's the ultimate controller of the weather. He's really the only controller of the weather. So they have the ability to do little bitty things, but they don't have that kind of power when you see those storms just coming from the east every year around this time, and they seem to have a mind of their own, you know. So while yeah, they got a little juice to do little stuff. They can spray chemtrails. They can create those fake looking clouds in the sky. They can make it cloudy. They have a little juice, but ultimately, when you see these storms like we're seeing, you know, we got to chalk that up to the God, AB. Chris P says, I just don't get it. How do all these people have reaction videos and all they talk about is caring about bars and they don't talk about my man K? Well, you know, I'll say this, Chris, you know, there are a lot of people who do reactions to my music. Now, maybe if you're talking about, I guess, some that would be labeled as some of the bigger reaction channels, what happens then in those situations, which I don't look for anybody to even do all that for me, first of all, but what happens then is when those channels get bigger, then, you know, quite naturally, they want to profit off of their popularity because anything that's being displayed on their platforms it's going to get a good look. It's going to get a lot of views. So in some cases, you know, artists will pay. It's like, you know, you're just investing in yourself. Like the video I made the other day, they'll pay, hey man, how much will you charge to review my album or react to my song on your channel? And a lot of that's kind of going on now. You know, some of those guys are kind of like, they're like the new DJs now, where, you know, you got to pay to play. But there's still a lot of authentic ones who still are into the bars, and they're not into that. If they hear something new, something that they feel is dope or something, or they just react to something that somebody suggested them, some of them are still organically doing that. JoJo Hip Hop Spot, West Texas in the building. When the next album gonna drop? I told y'all months ago, before Blessing and the Burden came out, that I was coming with two. I even asked y'all, I said, should I drop them at the same time or should I drop them separately? And y'all, by majority vote, said drop them separate. So that's what I'm gonna do. So probably in October, I'll have the second album coming out, the second installment of the two albums. No title yet, but I am working on it right now. Let's see what we got, man. GTA, will you ever make a sequel to Planet Exile? Well, now, you know, Planet Exile is part of the Sorcerer saga, and you would have to go all the way back to Annihilation of the Evil Machine, all the way up through Sorcerer's Den and Return of the Sorcerer. That's part of the saga. So Planet Exile is part of that series, that storyline, and the final chapter is the Wizard's Ransom. So what you got to do, GTA, go on YouTube and just type in my name and type in the Sorcerer Saga, and all the songs will play in order, including Planet Exile, and you'll hear what comes after that, leading to the conclusion. Tina P is the K-Rino live stream OG. Tina P, the OG. I appreciate you as usual, T. You already know. Appreciate the love. Tina P, the chat room OG. That's your new name. Let me see what else we got on here, man. Lady Tonga says, anytime they try to play God, they come a long way in science. Well, they think they've come a long way, but it's like the song I made. It's a long, short way. They've made some strides, but they have not even scratched the surface into God's wisdom. You know, God allows them to get only so high. And when they get so high, then, you know, he smacks them back down. So they get a little bit, but they don't get enough to be equal to his power. Like you said, they trying to play God. See, they want us to worship them. They want to do the things that the Creator does, but they small time, they lightweight. Shalom to my homie Marcus Israel, my brother, man. Appreciate you, King. Always dropping them crowns on my head, man. I'm trying to make myself worthy of just one of them crowns, bro. I'm trying to make myself worthy of one of them crowns. OG salute. Triple X, Pee Wee, my brother. I'll see you, man. OG salute. We're going to get the OG salute in early, man. Y'all salute my brother. My brother Pee Wee, man, is in the building. South Park Coalition Original. Y'all know how we do it. This ain't your first rodeo, man. Give me some love. Give my brother some love, man. Give him them peace signs, man. Give him them power fists, them 100s. Everything you got, a thumbs up, whatever you got, man. A hand clap. Drop them right now, man. Drop them for my brother. And I do this every time because people know me as, okay, well, you know what? You know the South Park Coalition. Y'all know that I started the South Park Coalition, but it don't matter that I started the South Park Coalition. It wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for the people who was right there with me, who helped build this building, you know. And this brother, when y'all see Pee Wee Broussard in this building, he's one of the brothers who helped stack these bricks with me. You know what I'm saying? He was DJing for Gangsta Nip back in the days on Nip's first album, you know. So y'all don't know who that is, man. That's my brother. And he humble and he got a lot of knowledge. And he always he been rocking with me for 30 plus. So y'all drop him, man, and show my brother the respect. Tina says she done cracked her phone. What is going on when people crack their phone? I bet them phones, when them phones hit the ground, them phones be like, oh, oh. If everybody in here had $1 for every phone that ever got cracked, how much money do you think you would have? Leonard Green says, is Brother Polite guilty? I have no idea, brother. I was not present. I have no idea, family. God bless the situation. Conscience, my brother Wilk Shake. What's up, Wilk? I remember you hit me up the last time, Wilk. Man, look. I hope you still doing your thing, man. We made some cool stuff back in the days. I'm blessed, Wilk. I hope you are too, man. Wilk Shake in the building, man. Top Shelf MC. Young Shine 225. Do you think it's possible to lyrically reshape the hip hop industry without falling victim to the serpent? Absolutely. We have to be the industry. We have to create what the industry is. We have to dictate what it is. See, we are participating in a pre-existing industry that already has a template set up that works more for them than it does for the artists. So the game got hijacked. So the only way that we can reshape it, see, and I won't even say reshape, because to reshape means to think that we're going to take what's already in place and reconfigure it and mold it into what we want it to be. No, that's just like the government. That's just like the system. We always trying to figure out how to fix it and rework it. It's not going to ever be fixed and reworked in our favor. We have to separate from it and build our own. So that's what it is with the record industry. We have to, the independent artists who have figured it out, they figured it out like, well, wait a minute. We are the draw. We are the commodity. We are what the people want. We just have to figure out how to establish our business, establish our industry, and run it in a way that's beneficial to us. And anybody that we bring in, we make sure that they are treated fairly. That's it. It ain't about reshaping what's there. It's about rebuilding. It's about building something separate from that. This is never proven to be beneficial to artists. Never. Y'all hit the like button, man. That's a great question. Young Shine. Tina P done dropped the nut. Come on, T. Come on, T. Tina P the OG. At this point, at some point you run out of superlatives for people like Tina, man. And all y'all in the chat, y'all know Tina, y'all know, man. Y'all know who she is, man. Tina come through this bad boy like, watch out. I'm in here now. Ah, where's my seat? Let us see, man. Gotta go backwards. Yeah, man. Way to shout out my brother. Pee Wee. Ooh, y'all showed him big love. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Lucas? Lucas asked me, what are some of my favorite books? Again, my favorite books are books by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And those books would be Message to the Black Man in America, How to Eat to Live, Our Savior Has Arrived. Those are the books that got me reading. When I was in high school and all that, man, I didn't read unless I had to read, and I didn't want to read. But those are the books that got me reading. I was like, man, I really want to read this. When I started reading and absorbing the information. So, and the knowledge that exists in those books are so beyond. It's not a time sensitive body of work. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is far advanced. So his work is not time sensitive. So you can read those books over and over again and get your head cracked open with something you've read 15 times, and you get it in a different way. What's up, Barry? Martial arts is in the building. Dollar bill. Dollar bill. I got that email you sent me. I ain't opened it up yet. But peep the game, Dollar Bill, if you in here, you see the shirt I got on right now. This is my brother, Anthony Maharip. If y'all live in Houston, y'all probably have heard the commercials that I did for my brother, called 346-800-HURT, or IamHurtUSA.com if you got into an accident. Dollar Bill did the beat. But what's crazy, I got another one of your beats that I'm getting ready to do the next commercial on. So we got to line up. I still got to get with you and Mitty Monsters on the publishing and all that to make sure y'all straight. And I know you ain't tripping, but I'm tripping. I'm gonna make sure you get your publishing and all that. Let's get it on. That's right. It's open topic, man. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. So please hit that like button. This helps me to just pop up randomly on people's recommended videos. That's why I'm always saying hit the like button, because it helps me just when you know how you scrolling through YouTube and you just see something on the side and let me see what this dude talking about. That helps your big brother, you know, get on the side hit from time to time. Aaron Noble said $11 billion if you had a dollar for every phone that fell and the screen cracked. 11 billion. Enough to buy 1,000,000 bars. Pedro Gonzabalo says, why does the Bible say the earth is flat? Well, I mean, quote that scripture. And maybe that's just your interpretation, but, you know. Yeah. We open topic tonight. Walaikum salam. What's up, A-Ra? AB asking me, are you doing a versus? If so, when and against who? I mean, that's not my world. That's more of a mainstream type of layout. So you're not going to see a small little cat like me doing the verses against any of those guys. You know, a lot of those people don't even know who I am. So that's not really my world. You know, I enjoy watching them. You know, they're very entertaining, especially when it's artists or groups that I'm fans of. I like to watch them just for the culture of it. But it's not something that I would be participating in, unless I just did it on a little smaller level, but nah, that's not something that I would be doing. Beneath the Sewer says the real art controls the industry. See, well, yeah, it's got to get to that point, because we saying industry. That's the key word that we're using. See, industry represents and indicates, symbolizes business, symbolizes revenue, So the art is the art, but when the industry people got a hold of the art, then they took it and started basically just raping artists financially, and in some cases more than financially. But we have to not let the industry side, for those who participate and dance with the devil on their side, we can't let that distort our art, and we can't let them eventually take our art from us. When it gets to that point, we got to withdraw again, got to separate. See? And make sure, if y'all just tuning in, man, it's open topic. It's open topic tonight. So anything y'all want to talk about, questions y'all might have, feel free. Pedro says, does atheism fall in the category of religion? It depends on your interpretation of what religion is. Some people will say that atheism is a religion, but some people would just say it's just a way of life. It's just what they believe in. They don't believe in the existence of a creator, of a God. They don't believe in the existence of a deity. So if they want to call that a religion would typically have, I don't want to say statutes, but it would typically have principles and rules and regulations applied to it. I don't know if those particular things are applicable with atheism, because I'm not an atheist. Where did your spirituality first stem from? It stemmed from my upbringing, my grandmother and my mama. We would go to church. We didn't go to church a lot, but we went to church, and like Easter Sunday, we was always in church. But we were spiritual people. We were God-believing, God-fearing people, my grandmother and my mother. So that's what instilled it in me. And I was a Christian. I was into Christianity at that time, but that's what my family, we raised up in the Baptist church. So I'm very thankful for that foundation, because even when I converted over to Islam, I still had that foundation to lean on, that I was still seeking God, seeking the higher power, and seeking more knowledge. And once I came into the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, it made me understand what I was learning in Christianity a lot better. So I had an appreciation for it. I understood it a little bit better. A lot of times these things cause us to become divided when God is not the author of confusion. So if he's not the author of confusion, he don't want us to be divided over religious labels. So if you're a Christian, or if you're a Muslim, if you're whatever, then the objective is to understand that, yeah, we have different labels, and we may have some differences in our views, but if we study both, if we listen and accept, have the patience to listen to both, we'll find a lot more common ground than we'll find differences. I've been a part of both, so I got it. Raw Munoz, I see you. I want my daddy records back. The Gift Media. Any chance of Astronomical Part 2, where the machine tries to extract more lyrical ability out of you? That's interesting, but I don't know. People ask me about part twos all the time. I'm really not big on part twos. I kind of just move on to the next. But I talked about Astronomical on another live I did because I'm real proud of that song, because I did the beat to that song. That's when I was doing tracks, trying to produce back in the days, and I did the track to that song. So when people hit me up about any song that I did the beat to, it warms my heart, because I don't consider myself to be no fantastic beat maker, but just the fact that people mention that song, I appreciate that. Hold on, man. Somebody else just dropped some love on me. Chris P. Appreciate the love, Chris P. Thank you so much, Chris. Much love to you, Chris. Who is this just shot me this? Hold on, wait a minute. I'll be all over the place, man. Y'all gotta forgive your big brother. Y'all gotta forgive your big brother. Christian Ibarra. Sorry I couldn't make it to the book signing after the free ticks I made. Oh man, it's all good, man. That's all good, man. We had a pop-up shop last week or weekend before last, and we had a good time. People came out, we just played music, signed some stuff, and did a question and answer thing, and we performed, me and Point Blank. So it was cool, and we gave away some free tickets. So Christian, look, here's the deal. I got a birthday gig coming up on my birthday. So I'll be keeping y'all posted on that once the details come to light. I'm forgetting somebody, man. There's somebody that I'm missing, man. Young Shine 225. Thank you, man. Thank you for the love and the donation, Young Shine. 225. Is that your area code? Let me know if that's your area code. Is that Louisiana? The OG Triple X. Who you think the best hype man of all times? The best hype man of all times in rap? It gotta be Flavor Flav. Got to be. It's been some great ones. Don't get it twisted. My man that be with Busta Rhymes, one of the greatest. Man, what's my man name that be with Busta Rhymes that do the hype man for Busta Rhymes? Somebody drop his name. Man, I'm supposed to know that. Yeah, Back Porch. I did that beat, the Astronomical, man. But Flavor Flav is probably the greatest hype man of all time. I'm trying to think of some more. JR, that's who I was looking for. Much love. Appreciate the donation, JR. Appreciate all the time, this music, and great wisdom. You're one. Man, thank you, man. Screw love. You already know. Screw love. Appreciate that, JR. JR stands for just real. Appreciate you, family. Thoughts on the vaccine? Nope. Ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't taking it. And if I was you, I wouldn't take it. What's up, Jeff Jack? I appreciate the love. Ling Ling. Yeah. Trying to catch some of y'all that I haven't talked to yet. Robbie Ashley says separation of religion is of man, not of God. Yeah, God is not the author of confusion. Man took God's word, and he remixed them to lean towards his own understanding, to fit his lifestyle, to fit his wants and the things he wants to do. So they changed it up, i.e., the King James Version, i.e., multiple other versions of the Bible that individuals throughout history took the liberty of tweaking it. But God's word in its pure form dates all the way back before it was even in the form of a book. Yeah. What you say, T? I'm really not what? Man, I appreciate the love, Joe. Crypto psychologist, NYC in the house. New York City, NYC is in the chat. Appreciate the love. Crypto psychologist. Raw Munoz, man, thank you for the donation, bro. I appreciate that, man. Y'all know I come on here just to chop it up with y'all. I don't come up on here for no bread. I thank y'all for the love, though. Do you believe that spiritually conscious rappers in the future will take over the mainstream? I really believe so. Spiritually conscious rappers. How would you define the term spiritually conscious? Because to me that could go in a lot of directions. I'm assuming that you're not necessarily talking about what's labeled as gospel rappers. You just mean spiritually conscious, just connected to the creator on a spiritual level. I would assume that's what you mean. Will that take over in the future? Take over the mainstream? Well, in a situation like that, it's not necessarily about something taking over the mainstream. It's about trying to make what we believe is best for the game, trying to make that become mainstream. See? So if spiritually conscious rap, or just conscious rap period, if that reaches a level of popularity to where it's just so big that everybody's on it, then it's become mainstream. See, it was a time where that was the case in rap. It was a time where you heard conscious rap on mainstream commercial radio. It was a time where you saw conscious rap videos on network television, video shows, MTV, VH1, BET. You would see an X-Clan video. You would see a Boogie Down Productions video, Public Enemy. You would see these videos and hear these kind of songs on mainstream radio. But again, what happened was the industry heads, they slow, they ain't too bright, but they finally caught on and realized, wait a minute, these songs that we letting get played on the radio, they talking about us. They shooting slugs at us, and they trying to wake up these black folks and these Mexicans in the hood. They trying to wake people up. Nah, we can't have that. We're not letting that play no more. So non-coincidentally, which ain't no such thing as coincidence, no, but not accidentally, all of a sudden you stop hearing conscious music on the radio. And it was pushed and pushed and pushed into the underground. So again, if we take over and create our own industry and stop feeling like we just have to go through them, then sooner or later what we do will be the mainstream. Mainstream is not a bad word. Mainstream just means the main thing that's streaming to the masses. So that could be some trash or it could be something good and positive. We just have to take it over. I wear a 2X, Christian. See, Leonard Green said Brand Nubian would be banned today. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't allow the kind of wisdom that Brand Nubian was dropping back. But they wouldn't. What? Because they didn't understand. They didn't understand. I don't even want to call it the coded language. It wasn't a coded language. If you talk about Lord Jamar and those brothers were 5%ers. They're part of the 5% nation. So they was dropping that science. They was dropping that knowledge. Just like artists who were coming along rapping about the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in their music. Just like Poor Righteous Teachers. They was 5%ers. That's where that name comes from. The name comes from the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So yeah, the things they were talking about then would probably get banned now or wouldn't be allowed to see the light of day because back then they didn't know the language. They didn't know what was being said. It's like back in slavery when the slaves would sing those songs. The slave masters didn't know what they were singing. Singing swing low, sweet chariot coming for to carry me home. See, that was some knowledge they was dropping. They was saying something. They just thought, all these is out in the field singing. Then when they find out the meanings of the songs, they get scared. You know, you gotta shut that down. See? That's right, Sister Donna. No such thing as coincidence. Mr. Wendell, Tennessee. Rick Timms III says, no one mentioned in the Bible actually walked this earth. Well, you can say that, but this is what I'll say to that. According to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, when he talks about the Bible, he talks about how 75% of it is prophecy. The other 25% is actual history. So while we do believe that many of the people in the Bible actually were actual people, we have to understand how to interpret what it is we read. So I understand a lot of people have that view. They don't believe, they feel like Jesus was fake, Moses was fake, Abraham was fake. I don't believe that. I just know that a lot of the things that were spoken of, that were made, that we were taught to believe were actual things. They were actually signs of future things. But do I believe that some of those real men actually walked the earth? Absolutely. But we can disagree. It's cool. We grown. What's up, Jovan? Jovan, you made it on. Galaxia X says vaccine passport is the beginning of the mark of the beast, 666. Elaborate. Let's see. Open topic tonight, man. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. Go get my latest album if you haven't already. A Blessing and a Burden. You can get it from all the digital platforms right now. If you don't have it, you can go get it right now. Like, you could do it now. And we still got some things going on with our website, but when the website is back popping, it's southparkcoalition.net. You can get the physical CD for those who might not have been on and didn't know I dropped the album. Nilo, are there any conspiracy theories that you believe in? Could you tell about them? I can't think of nothing off the top of the dome. It's a lot of things that I believe in that people say is conspiracy theory. But to understand the difference between conspiracy, actual conspiracy, and conspiracy theory, you got to know the difference between the two. If you find out that if you're in school and you find out that some people is plotting and conspiring to jump and beat you up after school, that's not a theory. You walked around the corner and you heard them talking. Yeah, we're gonna meet him, we're gonna catch him as soon as he come out. They're conspiring. That's a fact. But conspiracy theory is just somebody just guessing or speculating, and that does exist, but so does actual conspiracy. If I say, man, it's a plot and a conspiracy to destroy the black man and woman in this country, man. Oh man, that's a conspiracy theory. No, that's a conspiracy. You can find that documented in the FBI files way back from J. Edgar Hoover days. So it's a difference. Donna dropped a sign, Sister Donna. Understanding the Bible as a literary document or a literal document in different forms. Come on now. Never heard of Hex One. Said he has, in my opinion, the greatest motifs and rhyme schemes. Yeah, that's a special gift. That's a special gift. And you can drop them multi-syllables like that. Look, if you want to know how to do it, you got to get this book. Man, I'm just a walking commercial. I'm a walking commercial tonight, man. Y'all see my shirt, promoting my brother's law firm. And then you bring up multi-syllable rhyme schemes and all that. You want to learn how to do it? Get this book, Behind These Bars. You can get it from southparkcoalition.net. Whenever we get our site back popping, we'll let y'all know. If y'all want to just get it on the Cash App, email me at spckrino@aol.com. That's spckrino@aol.com. And first one of y'all laugh at my AOL account, I'm gonna knock on your door tonight. Tina P says, so how are we gonna fix ourselves? That's a great question. We got to learn who we are in order to fix ourselves. If we don't know ourselves, we can't fix ourselves. If we don't know our history and what was done to us, we can't fix ourselves. So we got to go to the root of everything. And when we go to the root of everything, even in our personal life, our personal struggles, there are things that happen to us. There are things that were done to us when we was little, we was babies, whatever the case is, that we have to address those things and work to fix them from the root. That's the only way. That's the only way. Just my little lightweight take on it. Lavish Logos, what's up? Young Shine, I appreciate that, Young Shine. JD, the boy JD was a friend of mine. What's up, JD? Also, man, if y'all in Houston tomorrow, and if you were concerned about all the violence that's taking place in this city, I want to invite y'all somewhere, man. We're having a community roundtable discussion. If you're in Houston or surrounding areas, man, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, I want to invite y'all to this roundtable discussion to address the violence that's taking place in the city and among a panel of people who are trying to offer solutions to fix this. Because the city's not moving the way it should be moving. The political entities that are in place are not moving that way. The funding is not coming in and being directed towards groups and organizations who have the solution to fix the problem. So, man, y'all come on out, man. Man, I wish I had that address. I'm gonna post that address in the description when I get through doing this video. It's gonna be right in the city of Houston, man. Y'all come out and just sit in, and I'm sure at some point they'll open the floor up to where you can ask questions and offer solutions, because we got to stop all this madness out here in these streets, man. Plain and simple. They have done a good job dividing the black man and woman. Absolutely, man. Lady Tonga, appreciate the love, sis. Lady Tonga, appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Man. Lavish logos. Did you ever get a logo? I remember you post. Yeah, I did. I wanted a logo for my record label for Black Book International. Shout out to my homie Mo Hustle. Good looking out, Lavish. Dominique says, how do you not let a condition or diagnosis define you? You gotta live your life to the fullest, and you gotta still pursue your goals and your dreams and become whatever it is that you're setting out to become. That's how you don't let it define you, because sometimes we will let those things be a hindrance to us based on that label. Oh, well, he's ADHD. Oh, well, he's a diabetic. He can't really. Oh, he's this. Or he's been diagnosed as with depression. Or okay, cool, but still go out and chase what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Still go out and chase what you're trying to accomplish. See, the diagnosis of what they say that you have been diagnosed with or whatever, that's not the definition of who you are anyway. God defined you long time ago. He gave you your label. If you accept the label he gave you, then the diagnosis or whatever else they're saying about you, that's lightweight. You're bigger. You have to know that you are bigger than your problems. Plain and simple. You're bigger than your problems. If your problem is bigger than you, that's a state of mind that you've adopted. If you look at your obstacle and say, how am I gonna get over that? That's a state of mind that you have adopted and have absorbed and allowed to define you. Rob Munoz, will you do another masterpiece with Beast 1333 and Diesel Automatic? Both them dudes are just ill, man. Anytime, man. I love both them cats. Ling says success depends on intention. Yeah, it depends on intention, and it depends on determination and motivation. Tina P, Hey, look, this is what we're gonna do. Tina P says good night. Hey man, y'all say good night to Tina, man. Send her off with a good night. Show her some love. She finna lay it down early tonight. Y'all send her something, man. Some 100, some hearts, peace signs. Damone Rouse said, made it to another live. That's what's up. Damone Rouse. Your name rhyme with Simone Biles. Did you do that on purpose? Joel Prado, what is the simulation theory? Explain that to me. Yeah. Say good night to the OG. Look at that. Tina be the OG. Yeah, what's the simulation theory, y'all? Paranormalist. Do you know Dr. Now? No, sir, I don't know who that is. Yeah. Mr. Brooks. B. Ant says, do what you love. See, everybody in here teaching. Listen to love and God. Do everything you can to remove fear, never allowing ignorance to guide you. Man, you just dropped some bombs. Everything you said is right on point. Donna, what was your motivation behind Perpetual Ascension? I wanted to write a lyrical track that was just on another level from anything I had ever done up until that point. So I was just in a mode where I was trying to outdo myself. And the crazier part about that song is that, and I mentioned it in this book. I mentioned it in my book. I talked about Perpetual Ascension and just talked about how I don't even put that song up high as one of my top lyrical songs. A lot of people are surprised when I say that. Oh, that life is simulated? Man, I don't know. I got to study that. I got to look into that. I don't like to speak about stuff that I'm not familiar with. Come on with it, Jimmy. I need that. Said where they try to assimilate us. I know that they are in constant experimentation with us. Constant. They're always experimenting. So nothing surprises me. Brazen, when do you think World War III and Civil War II is going to happen? It might happen at the same time. Feel like it happened by 2028 or something. I mean, well, America's gonna go to war again. I just stand on what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches. He ain't been wrong yet. So he teaches that America will go to war again, and the next war they go to will be their last. That's gonna be the end of America, and I'm gonna leave it at that. James Drake, what do you think about the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan? Well, it was bound to happen. You know, people don't understand. America been in bed with the Taliban for decades. This ain't no new union with America and the Taliban. All of the unrest that's happening in that region is prophecy being fulfilled. So we just got to sit back and watch it unfold, because it ain't gonna end pretty. It ain't gonna end pretty, man. We are in the revelation time. That's right, bro. In the revelation times, man. We got to understand that, man, and move accordingly. See, we not in the time of prophecy. We're in the time of fulfillment of prophecy. Everything that was already prophesied to happen, we're walking in them steps right now. We're walking in it right now. We're living in it. See? So when you look up and you see all this emphasis and misdirection that takes place in the form of distractions, as people falling off milk crates and things that meaningless becoming so prevalent now. It's like, if everybody's focus is over here, then it's, oh, milk crates. Listen, we all look over here and take our mind off of everything that's going on. Like you say, Taliban in Afghanistan, hurricanes coming, COVID-19, Delta variant, to vax or not to vax, to mask or not to mask, violent crime, economy jacked up, unemployment, all these different things that are so serious, the family structure just being broken down. But let's go see what these milk crates talking about. Can somebody tell me how people in the hood coming up on all these milk crates? Where are all these milk crates coming? I don't believe that I don't think that I would be able to go get 50 milk crates right now if I wanted to. If somebody tell me right now, hey, tomorrow, K-Rino, I'm going to give you $50,000. I need you to go get 40 milk crates. I don't know if I can do it. How's everybody getting these milk crates, man? That's crazy. Crates everywhere. But my point is that, do you see how easy it is to distract us? Do you see how easy it is to shift our focus off of what's really important? We like a puppy dog. You ever had a ball in your hand and you playing with a dog, and you can throw the ball and the dog will go chase the ball and he'll bring it back, and you throw it again and go chase it. Then one time you fake it, you go, huh, and you didn't really throw it, and he gonna still turn around, and that's us. We easily distracted, man. In anything that we look at and we feel as though we can share it and get views and likes and things of that nature, we right on top of it. And we ride that out for like 2 or 3 weeks. We'll be on this milk crate thing for another week or so, and then it'll be something else that catches everybody's attention that will be shifted back over here. I said many times, it's like being at a carnival, one of the old school carnivals that you see on the black and white movies, where they do like, Hurry, hurry, step right up, step right up. We over here, we got the man with the strongest man in the world. He's gonna pick up. And then everybody crowds over there to see that. And then all of a sudden somebody across the way says, everybody come over here. We want to show you this. This man can levitate off the ground. And everybody runs over there. We just follow the bouncing ball. We follow the bouncing distraction everywhere. Everywhere. Why? What do we get out? Why are these things so addictive to us? I can understand a certain degree of entertainment value. I get it. Because I can't act like I haven't sat in front of a video and watched some dude or somebody try to climb and bust their back on them crates. Yeah, I watched it. But then you got to move on. You got to get back to the business. Yep. Sister Donna, milk crates are trending. Big time. Robert Williams says, my generation just seeks fame. So that's a good point. It's like you can go, everybody's trying to go viral. Everybody's trying to figure out what they have to do to go viral. What can I do? What can I get on Instagram and do? What can I get on TikTok and do that's gonna get me 5 million views in 2 days? And people are willing to do whatever it is to get that. Even if they injure themselves. Even if they incriminate themselves. Got a kilo of cocaine in his hand, a pistol in this hand. Yeah, we're getting ready to go drop this work off. Yeah. Then he walk around talking, man, I wonder who told on me. Yeah. T. Solomon said the black community hurting so bad that we addicted to the hurt. He ain't lying. I got a song called Struggle Addiction. Sometimes we just go through it so much that it becomes us. We got to be careful and fight against that. We can't allow our hardships to be ingrained into our psyche and to become, we don't want to become that which oppresses us or holds us down or afflicts us. We don't want to become that. Shout out to Conor McGregor. Growth, Kahula, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook are making people brain dead though. I just feel like we are allowing ourselves to fall for the okie doke. And we got to understand that these things are not, again, they're not accidental. The most basic, ridiculous, buffoonish, clownish activities are allowed and pushed in front of us to take our focus off what's really going on and what they're really plotting and planning to do. So we over there laughing and giggling and sniggling, all the while they're conducting experiments and they are strategizing and setting up the next big move. Just how it is. And it's a cycle that repeats itself because we fall for it over and over again. It'll be something else. It'll be something else in a month or two. It'll be some new challenge, some little silly little thing that everybody's doing. And again, there's a degree of entertainment that I understand. If it's harmless, man, I mean, if it's harmless, if it ain't nothing that's hurting nobody, and I understand, man. We can't just be running around here just stone faced all the time. Even in the most trying times, we have to get the most out of life. You got to enjoy yourself. You got to laugh. You got to have fun. You got to live without fear. But understand limitations. Understand limitations on silliness. Understand the span of a goldfish. Wisdom Seeker University in the building. Take a few more questions, man. Pee Wee say it's a civil war now between us. It's a civil war within us. We fighting. We got the good and the evil fighting within us, in our own mind. Who's gonna win in the end? See? They keep using celebrities to get everybody on the next trend. Yeah. They use celebrities, black celebrities, to lure us in for all kind of stuff. Any agenda they want to push, they will handpick a certain black celebrity that they know they can put out there before us to try to persuade us to follow suit, especially if they know it's something that the black community is going to, for the most part, reject. So that, well, let's see if we can get such and such to speak about it and endorse it, and then not knowing that we're not as gullible as we might used to be, or as we used to be. There was a time where you could just, we can throw this guy on TV, they'll follow him. Nah, people doing their research now. People are a little smarter now. People are like, nah, I don't care who he is. Yeah, I like his movies. Yeah, he's a great ball player. He's a great rapper, but nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't following behind that. Because people have done their research now, and people are more so focused on what's best for them in the big picture, and having the understanding that just because you are a celebrity doesn't mean that you are all wise and knowledgeable about a particular subject. Doesn't mean that you're not knowledgeable, because a lot of our celebrity brothers and sisters got a lot of wisdom. They smart. The smart ones are the ones that get in trouble. I mean the what we call the good trouble. Not doing nothing crazy where you end up getting prison time. When trouble, I mean, is when the so-called powers that be start to come down on them because of some truths that they spoke, because of some moves that they made, because of some stances that they took. Then they get in that good trouble. So we don't relegate all of our celebrities to just say, well, he's just a celebrity. We don't do what what's the silly like Laura Ingraham. We don't put them in a boat to say shut up and dribble or something along those lines. No, if you got the knowledge to speak on something that's good for our people, do it. But we just have to seek counsel. We have to give counsel, and we got to seek counsel from each other. A lot of times, if we just move on emotion and just put something out there, even when we mean well, we might misspeak, or we might misstep, or we might move or speak too fast. We might move or say something ahead of the time bracket, so we're not in pocket like we need to be. So we gotta. That's why the elders was always important, man. Throughout our history, the elders were always important because they were the ones who gave us counsel based on their experiences in the past, in similar situations that they could say, well, nah, let's move this way. Or they would present certain ways, options to move, and we would come to an agreement. We can come to an agreement and say, okay, yeah, let's do it like that. But if we move on our own, sometimes we get it right, but sometimes we move out of time. And everything got to be done in the right and proper time, especially these days. See? You could do something right at the wrong time. If you're cooking a meal, you have all the ingredients, you have every ingredient that belongs in this particular meal, but you're not supposed to put this ingredient in 5 minutes into making it. The recipe says put the ingredients in after 20 minutes. So if you put it in at the wrong time, it messes it up. Potentially. Same thing. We have to make sure that we move in lockstep. We got to make sure that we stay on code. Got to make sure that we ain't telling all our business. You ever seen somebody that just can't contain their mouth and mess the whole thing up? Who we got on here? Trill Spill in the building. We finna throw Trill Spill a surprise birthday party. And we letting people know, hey man, we gonna meet here. Make sure you take him across the street. Don't let him know it's gonna be that one person that can't contain their mouth. And they're gonna say something. They're gonna say the wrong thing and mess it up and give it away, and Trill gonna know that we throwing a party for him. See? The elders spoke what they seen. We got to speak about what we see, not what we think. Yeah. We have to think and process, but we have to make sure that we can consult with others. We got to be able to talk to people who've been there and done that so that they can advise us on all levels, professional, political, spiritual, boots on the ground, all those different levels. So we'll know how to move. Growth says, any advice for an aspiring writer like myself? Yeah, man, be as original as you can. Be inspired by those that you like to listen to, but don't copy off of nobody. Why would you want to waste years and years and a bunch of time working on a craft, only to have people say you sound like such and such? Be as original as you can and push yourself as hard as you can to be the best you can be. Distinguish yourself from the crowd. You don't want people to say you sound like anybody. Even to this day, if somebody tell me I sound like, or I remind them of somebody, that aggravates me, because I know I worked hard to establish my own identity. But when they say that, I know they don't listen to me. Blast Beat said, can't contain their mouth. It's called Twitter. Twitter, Facebook. Already, what's up, man? My brother is in the building. Paez, what's your favorite track from yourself? I can't say. I can never answer that question. So many, man. Brother Pee Wee, people move with emotions, not discipline. True indeed. Discipline means no matter how bad I want to say it, I know I'm not supposed to say it, and I'm not going to say it. We have to be cautious when we think, so we be sure it's a God-inspired thought. Yeah, Lady Tonga. And be cautious when you speak or act on a thought. We can think it because nobody knows what we're thinking, but we got to process it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, think 5 times before you speak. You got to process it, mix it, think, wait a minute, should I say that? No, wait. Now, does that make sense? No. I might offend my brother if I say it like that. No, what? You gotta wrestle with that thing before it come out your mouth, because once it come out your mouth, it's a wrap. You can't reel in no words. You can reel in a thought. You can go, you ever did this? You was about to do, go, man, nah. You can pull that back in. But once you say something, it's out there. It's out there. See? Appreciate the love already. My birthday show coming up. I want you to be there, man. Come through and mess with your big brother. I'm gonna be in and out. I'm trying to get the website popping, Sister Donna. We've been having some issues with our site, man. We're gonna get it back up and you can order it from the site. Y'all drop y'all locations again on the way out. We did it on the way in, we're gonna do it on the way out. Drop your location. Let me know where you're at. Sarah Jane said, I got a song called Stop Biting. So you got to be old school to use the word biting. Man, look, my birthday is September the 9th. When you say biting, that means you from the old school, man. Yeah, drop y'all locations on the way out, man. I want to shout y'all out one more good time. Jovan D, Florida, Superior, Wisconsin in the building. What's your advice on changing the mindset of the youth? We have to show them examples of righteous success. We have to be and let them see examples of righteous success. We can't be hood superstars no more, because all the hood superstars end up in prison, or they end up dead, or they end up with nothing. See, people say, well, they end up dead or in prison, but some of them don't end up dead or in prison. They just end up messed up. They still out there in the hood, but they messed up. They crazy. They broke. They strung out on dope. They've been shot up. They disabled. Everybody didn't die and go to jail. There are a bunch of examples of why that lifestyle is not beneficial. So we have to show them examples of righteous success, and we have to offer them alternatives to the lifestyle that they live in. Because again, we've heard this a million times, and we're going to keep saying it because it's true. It's hypocritical of us to demand young people to change their lifestyle and we don't have nothing to replace it with. It is what it is. See where y'all at, man. G County dollar bill. Amarillo, yeah. Y'all know what it is. 936 Huntsville in the building. Salinas, California. Westheimer, South Gaston. I see you, Snoop. Newark, New Jersey. I see you, Ovis. Dade County. Dade County. That's in Florida, right? 361. So that could be Corpus, that could be Victoria, anywhere up and down that strip. Yeah, Drive, man. That's an underrated song. Texas Stand Up. The gospel say you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. But yet we do more talking than listening. Finland. Seattle, Washington. Man, Angie, we was on our way to Seattle right before the pandemic hit. We was on our way, me and Blank. If we ever resurrect that show, make sure you come check us out. I can show you the posters. We was ready. We was on the way. Yeah. Melbourne, Australia. Netherlands. We all over the world. South Arkansas. Sacktown. Sacramento. Mo City. Melbourne. East Austin, Texas. All over. Birmingham. Alabama. Southwest Little Rock. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all love, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.